Elizabeth's final journey is now underway. Officials in Scotland and England are bracing for a massive and possibly unprecedented turnout when the public viewings get underway this evening.
They're warning the wait could take hours, perhaps even longer. CBS News' Ian Lee joins us live from Windsor, England, with more on what we can expect today. Ian?
Oh, good morning, Chris and Mary. King Charles and his wife, the Queen Consort, will travel to the Scottish capital this morning. They are going to be a part of this procession with the Queen's coffin from Holyrood House to St. Giles Cathedral as Scotland says its final farewell to Queen Elizabeth. Britain's long goodbye to Queen Elizabeth is now officially underway. On Sunday, a hearse carried the Queen's coffin from the Scottish country home where she died to Edinburgh, Scotland's capital. The 6-hour journey was marked by huge crowds that lined the roads for a glimpse of the hearse.
The mood was somber but respectful, but spontaneous applause began just as the cortege had left.
Today, the Queen's body will be transported to St. Giles Cathedral along Edinburgh's Royal Mile. Elizabeth's son, the new King Charles III, will lead the procession, which will conclude with a private service. Afterwards, members of the public will be able to come pay their respects in person. Queen Elizabeth is expected to lie at rest in Scotland for about 24 hours. Her coffin will then be flown to London for an extended public viewing.
And Her Majesty was a constant in our lives, and that's gone.
The death of the UK's longest reigning monarch has prompted an outpouring of grief across the country. For most of her subjects, the 96-year-old was the only monarch they had ever known.
She'll be sorely missed, not only by her family, but I think everyone that she's come into in their lives.
There's been a lot of concern and speculation online over what will happen to the Queen's corgis. They're reportedly going to remain together and in the care of her family. The BBC says the dogs will be jointly adopted by her son Prince Andrew and his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson. Chris, Mary, there are reports that foreign heads of state will not be allowed to use helicopters or their official cars in central London during the funeral. They are going to be left outside. They're going to have to take buses, actually, to Westminster Abbey, and we're hearing this is because of security reasons. Chris, Mary?
All right, Ian Lee, live for us in Windsor, London. Thank you so much. Stay with CBS 2 for complete coverage of the passing of the Queen. Our Christine Johnson and Allie Bauman are both in the UK. And Allie Bauman will have some live reports starting this morning at 6 o'clock. You can also find a look back at Her Majesty's life on CBSNewYork.com.